1, 2, 3, 4. If I were the devil, first thing that I'd do is I'd come off like I ever gave a damn about you. I let you catch a peek of all your greatest desires. Then I'd watch the flames in your eyes burn like hellfire. Find all the wolves in the land, and I'd make them fight each other tooth and nail and hand to hand. Find all the sheep, make them stir up the pot, 'cause once the wolves have killed each other, sheep are what I want. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if he's red, and I don't know if he's blue. One thing that I know, we need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. As I placed that thorny crown on my furrowed brow, well, I'd shine in all the tears of joy yelling from the crowd. I want to brainwash the parents, and I have the world. I'll be in every schoolhouse lecturing little boys and girls. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. The one thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. For my final act, tell you what it'd be. I'd have everyone so medicated they could never see. My cloven hooves on horned head would be all disguised. And the best part of it all is they can climb with their demise. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. One thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. If I were the devil, this world was mine to see. Well, I'd witness all the atrocities, and it'd probably frighten me. So I'd run back home with a story to tell. I'd tell all my demon friends that I always preferred hell. If I were the devil, this world was mine to see.
Then come to me, you weary and heavy laden. I will give you rest. I have much planned for you, Simon, including hard things. Just keep your eyes on me. I promise.
Boom! What is up? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Unspecified Podcast, where, again, guys, bear with us, okay? There's a lot to go through this evening. We have a lot on our radar that we'd like to show you guys, and a couple of messages of what we think. You know, it's not too crazy, it's not too outlandish. You know what I mean? Predictions, you know, and what we see coming. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of folks. Look, I'm not going to get into it. What's up, everybody? Nick's Flicks. What's up? Sharon Stein Spring. Travis Brofist. Dopey Dude Brofist. My dog Thor. Good to see you. Bad Dads. What's up?
Sorry.
Artificial Loneliness Lab. What's up, brother? Yeah, I'm sorry. Charm Life Lady. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Okay. So there is, like always, okay?
I know. I was like, do you ever get tired of saying it?
There's a lot going on.
Ooh.
There's a lot going on. That's right. No fear. 100%. Lurk. What's up? And what's up to all the lurkers out there? Of course, you know, I'm going to get into my spiel, guys. All right. Please smash like on the video. Help us out with Uncle Algorithm. Leave a comment down below after the video if you could possibly. Those videos perform better, and we need all the help we can get covering the topics that we cover and going into the subjects that we go into.
That's right.
There is a heavy-handed censorship. We're already getting new emails from the YouTube coming up into the 2024 selection season. They understand what's going on, and we need your guys' help now more than ever.
Well, don't forget, they have the new global internet rules. Mad Shad.
Mad Shad. Man, I wanted to hop into your live stream. So good to see you, dude. Brofist. Okay. Good to see you, Mad Shad. Brother, I can't do that. He does the Scottish stuff so much better.
He had the most distinguished intro, and for a solid minute, and then it was
hello, brother. I don't know. Okay, I'm rambling.
Perfect. It was perfect. Okay, so shameless plug. I'm gonna do it today. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. All right. So it's not all the way done yet, but Halloween's coming up, and some people do and some people don't, but it's a day in the year no matter what, and you have to get dressed, right? So if you're going to do Halloween and you have to get dressed that day anyway, we've got an idea. You could just go as a conspiracy theorist. And so we've got the tinfoil line with tinfoil leggings.
Skull. And
I've almost got the tinfoil shirt done. That'll be done by, I'd say tonight, but tonight's technically almost over. So, you know, sometime tomorrow. And then you can just be a whole tinfoil person. And
all she's saying is, first link in the description, you can go check out our merch.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
And we have the perfect gear for, especially Halloween. I mean, it's the best time to wear kind of, you know, it's perfect. I mean, it would go perfect.
That's right.
Okay. You can be educating folks at the haunted house.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And protecting yourself from the alien. No, I'm just kidding. There's no actual tinfoil in it. It will not provide any protective other than perhaps sunburn. But I can't even speak to that. But it will protect you from getting an indecent exposure ticket. So here you go.
That's right.
You're welcome.
That's right. Unspecified V, it's good to see you. All right, guys. So, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're not going to spend too much time on any one thing to the best of our ability because there's so much to get into. We don't want to get too bogged down.
That's right.
But, you know, like I said, guys, make sure you're subscribed, ring that bell, share this URL to anywhere that you can possibly sell. Rebel Without a Reason. So good to see you, brother. It was so good meeting you over on Latina in Cali, who is live right now. You guys should subscribe.
If she's still live when we're done, maybe we could do a room raid, a love raid.
Also, subscribe to Rebel Without a Reason. Very cool dude we've recently met. A lot of people that we can shout out. Mad Shad. You guys should definitely grab that link and share these folks out.
That's right.
And yeah, so all right. I guess without further ado,
diving in.
All right, so we're gonna get into the first thing, which is kind of more of a check-in, really, or I don't know, urban decay, kind of. All right, so sort of a what's going on here. We have very responsible. This is a very responsible face wear. Okay, especially doing the deed that she is doing, which I can only assume is stealing.
That is an assumption, sir.
Look at how much meat. Look at how big that piece of meat is.
She could be in a hurry, okay?
I think she might be stealing, but I don't know. That would be an assumption. But this one lady with the phone is adamant at collecting evidence and interfering. Look at the stacks of meat in that bag. Okay.
If it's any consolation with all this, red tick, whatever, the tick stuff, they're going to get a lot of indigestion for eating this. So,
Well, Tim Poole shared this, and he said that this is happening like across the nation, and that this post is from the East Coast. So, I don't know. I mean, what's going on out there? Are you guys seeing anything crazy like this?
We make light of it because, the world it's got enough crazy going on.
And it fills into, I'm sorry to just interrupt. It kind of flows into the whole theory, like the whole thesis of tonight, which is here it comes. Okay.
Right.
As you see, people are broke. The first round of lockdowns were a little bit different than round 2. Okay. And I think it's coming.
There was an excellent analogy for, the kind of what we're going through right now. It was a cartoon, and it was 2 dogs, right? Like a little weenie dog and a big old German Shepherd. And they were both standing, and they had mud up to the same level, and it said, how deep is the mud? And the little dog said, depends on who you ask. And you could see that, for the German Shepherd, it only went up to its paws, but for the little weenie dog, it went up to its shoulders. Well, it's kind of how this is going. Like, some people, it's already poop hit the fan. It's already, hey, I can't make ends meet. I can't afford, like, my rent is behind. I can't afford groceries the way that I need to be able to. Some people are already there and have been there. Some people are just getting there. Some people will be there. It's not all going to hit at once. It's going to be different levels.
Yeah.
And, we make light of it because it's such there's so much, in the world, but it is sad to see, because now this is a lot of meat. It's hard to think that one person could go through all this unless they had a freezer and this was like a whole, winter's worth type deal. Maybe they're selling it. I don't know, but it's sad to see that this is
more than a winter's worth.
This is where,
in my opinion, I don't know. Indy, very good to see you. What is up? Please, guys, go subscribe to Indy's channel just about as fast as you can. Independent Mini, right there in the comments. She's going to be having a blowout 9/11 stream.
That's right.
We're going to be there. I really, like I always say, be there or be square. Okay, because look, it's going to be a good stream.
That's right.
A 9/11.
I'm looking forward to it.
So you're not going to want to miss that. You guys make sure that you're subbed up to all the unspecified friends.
That's right.
Because, like-minded, good folks. Okay, great panel. It's going to be a good panel. 9/11 panel on 9/11. So we're really looking forward to it. I guess we'll just move on. I don't have a lot to say about this.
Yeah.
I just think it's a sign of, like, I'm not saying it's some huge in the sky sign. I'm saying it's like, we're seeing this every day. It's
right.
like all over the place.
Well, and
I think that we're going to see more of this coming.
I was going to say, and that in and of itself will have a ripple effect both on the amount of supply as well as the prices. So, all right. Moving on.
All right. For anyone who thought Mike Lindell was faking his passion about pillows, bro wasn't having none of that.
I'm not asking about the lumpy pillow calls.
No, they're not lumpy pillows. That's not what they call on. Okay? When you say lumpy pillows, now you're an asshole. You got that? You're an asshole, is what you are. No, he's an asshole. No, he's an ambulance chasing asshole. That's what you are. Lumpy pillows, kiss my ass. Put that in your book. No, they answer anything, any problem customer that wants to reach Mike Lindell. Those are the ones. I want to talk to Mike Lindell. I want to talk to Mike Lindell. They send them to here and they go, or they call about, maybe they didn't get their pillow on time because of the FedEx or whatever. Well, we'll cover them even though it could be somebody else's fault. Nobody called because of a lumpy pillow. But good one, though.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
What I'm saying
Obviously, you don't have a My Pillow, too. You don't, do you?
What I'm saying is, Mr. Lindell.
Asshole. Go ahead. No, I'm pissed.
I understand.
Yeah, go. When you're saying...
Okay, and I'm not asking...
Okay.
You will not call his pillows lumpy.
Gonna be a lot of language in these videos tonight, so just forewarning. God the Son, Jesus Christ saves. Great to see you, Brofist, John. Guys, y'all pound it right here, okay? And later on, I want to see a lot of Brofists, okay?
I feel like there have been married couple conversations that have gone like this, just a simple question like, how does this dress make my butt look, And it was the wrong answer, and it just went exactly like this from there on out. You're a butthole now. That's what that makes you.
I don't care if the pillows were stuffed with cactus needles. He's trying to save the country. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
That's what someone said in the comments there. And other folks are like, this just made me order 1 billion more pillows. Okay. Or 12. My bad. Anyway.
My lump, my lump, my lump.
All right. So let me know what you think about this.
Pretty safe to say we can all see what's coming. And whether your plan is to comply or not doesn't really matter. The vast majority are going to be affected by it. In my opinion, you better put some distance between you and the crowd if you want any shot at being left alone to live your life. If you've made the decision to find yourself a little piece of land, set up systems that will take care of your loved ones, and take back control of your life, I applaud you. I figure we have until about April before things start getting really rough. If it's anything like last time, optimistically considering that the whole thing doesn't just collapse under the weight of a poverty-stricken middle class, mass hunger, and civil unrest, which I can only really assume is the plan, it'll more than likely get worse until February or March of 2025 when whoever wins can come in and play savior. This is not about politics. We've organized our life in such a way that makes us fairly immune from that particular infection. These videos are just my effort to help some of y'all do the same. It's actually kind of funny. Since I made that first video about acquiring off-grid property, I've been called a progressive scumbag as well as a right-wing nutjob. Go on. Honestly, I'm just surprised there's people left that still have enough faith in the political system to spend their time arguing about it. Besides, the only candidate I've ever seen on a bumper sticker that had any real follow-through and couldn't be stopped by the other side was Giant Meteor running on the Let Me Get a Mulligan platform. Other than that, fighting about politics is not the solution. It's just one of many problems. And I'm also not trying to scare anyone. I don't think I'm saying anything that everyone's not already thinking. The only solution I can see is to help people to increase their self-reliance, to increase their ability to make a lot out of a little, and to help people decrease their dependency on systems that have been developed over generations to control their decision-making process. Living out here and living the way we do, I can tell you for sure, it's very freeing. I've shared just about everything I know about how to acquire off-grid property. And
yeah,
so
still agree with the timing,
right? Absolutely. And very good message. Fun fact, this is actually Mad Chad's third cousin Bjorn, who lives up in the Northwest. So
yes. They're brothers.
That's right.
Man, I can't do it to save my life right now. I can't do, man. Y'all got to go check out Mad Chad's channel, man. He's got the best Scottish commentary.
That's right. But very good message. And, it is a good time if you're able to just have plans.
What's up? And that doesn't mean you have to move out and, because all of that stuff is very difficult.
No, just kidding.
It's not too late. It's just, because with God, there's always a way.
That's right.
And he is kind of the main force that you would need to go to if it was, because, he wants to give you the desires of your heart. If this isn't a desire of your heart, then it's not even, you know what I mean? He can still make a way for you wherever you are. Right. Now, if things get real bad, would it be easier if you were a little further away from folks and you had 100-foot driveway? And, that's not even extremely luxurious. I know folks that are living in slums with more than 100-foot driveway.
Do you know what's doing it to me? What's really like bragging for me?
Thank you, Indy.
There are people that have these like properties where like, I don't know, there's, they have a driveway technically, but all it would take is one brush to grow over, just a 10-foot space, and you would not be able to tell at all that there's a driveway there. And that is flexing to me. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I want the entrance to my property to just be able to disappear. Like, that's awesome.
It's Viking. Sorry.
It's
Skull.
It's Viking. That's right.
Skull. Okay. And we could go on this topic for a long time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Indy, for sharing that link. Anti, what's up? Good to see you, brother. All right, let's see. All right. This is also pretty accurate. We got some scriptures to go with this.
Is this week giving off some major apocalyptic vibes? I mean, just listen to this shit. Last night, Hong Kong was hit with some biblical level flooding. In fact, it was the most amount of rain they've had in the last 139 years. The streets turned into rivers, subway stations turned into swimming pools. And if you thought red was bad, authorities had to issue a black warning. I didn't even know that existed. And just after making it through catastrophic wildfires, a number of European countries are now being hit with severe flooding, killing at least 14 people so far. Spain's Canary Islands were hit with a staggering 10 earthquakes in under 24 hours. The US and the UK are twinning right now for all the bloody wrong reasons, because somehow in the same week both have been forced to launch massive manhunts after a convicted murderer literally crab walked his way out of a US prison. And then in the UK, a terror suspect and former British soldier put on a chef's outfit, strapped himself to the bottom of a truck, and literally got driven to freedom. And both of them are still on the loose. Some end of days look. I mean, is it just me, or is this?
So, we got deadly earthquake in Morocco kills more than 1,300 people. Historic buildings left in ruins. Let's see, 6.8 magnitude.
We are learning more about heartbreaking news out of Africa. A powerful earthquake striking Morocco. This occurring late last night. Hundreds of buildings damaged and destroyed. We're also learning that at least 1,000 people have died. More than 1,200 injured, sent to the hospital for treatment. The video that you're seeing here showing buildings being reduced to rubble and dust. The United States Geological Survey said that the quake had a preliminary magnitude on the Richter scale of 6.8 when it struck, with shaking lasting for several seconds. Now, a powerful 4.9 magnitude earthquake aftershock hit nearly 20 minutes later. Unfortunately, the quake felt as far away as Portugal. And Jane, I think that in the hours to come, unfortunately, it looks like those death tolls and those numbers are going to only continue to rise. Well, of course, we are learning.
Oh, so going to continue to rise, just like Rebel just said. I saw there are over 2,000.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, like, I want to talk about this a little bit because I tried to look it up, but I can't, I couldn't really find it on the fly. I can look it up, in more detail, but Morocco doesn't seem like somewhere that typically gets earthquakes. Am I correct? I don't know if I'm correct. I'll have to look that up. If somebody knows, that would be awesome.
You're right.
If not, I'll look it up and we can follow up on it next time. But isn't it kind of interesting, if that is the case, that they don't typically have earthquakes? Is this the disaster to try to get all eyes off of Hawaii? Because now it's time to build back, right? Build back better, but they're getting a lot of pushback. I don't know. It's a possibility. It's a possibility this was just natural. I don't know, but we did hear that one, whistleblower who claimed that the Christchurch, New Zealand earthquake was a direct result of a particular piece of machinery at a particular pole.
Right.
And so...
Which, if that doesn't make sense, there was a whistleblower on the Sean Ryan podcast, which is an excellent podcast. A guy that worked in, as you would say, Antarctica. In a firefighter capacity, so that means that he had access to all levels of a place that you normally wouldn't have thought existed,
right?
But apparently it has some involvement in these situations like we're seeing on the screen,
right?
Okay.
But what was that movie? Oh, I keep forgetting it. The Core, or where
could be one of them. Disaster flick.
Yeah, where but basically, they earthquakes, could anyway. I think I'm getting movies mixed up right now, so I'm gonna.
Whoa!
So
Oh my God!
prayers for Morocco, y'all. That's radical. That's
right.
radical footage, man.
I don't think to save humanity. I think, like if that were to be the case, I think it would be more of just a distraction or another area that can be rebuilt, I don't know.
هذاك روح تيقمي ما يمكنش شوفوا راه ما يمكنش لا اله الا الله محمد رسول الله لا اله الا الله
Whole
محمد
village.
رسول الله لا اله الا الله محمد رسول الله لا اله الا الله محمد رسول الله لا اله الا الله تروي الدنيا يا رب.
So prayers for those
Yep.
in Morocco. All right, let me see here. So this comes with a we in them times, y'all. Okay, that's what's coming. You know what I mean? 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places, which is key. So that means earthquakes in places there normally aren't. Matthew 24:8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, it goes on to say, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
That's right.
Let's see, it goes on to say, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Wow.
Yeah. And of course you could keep going. Man, I mean, there's just a lot going on. Okay. So prayers for those in Morocco, y'all. Folks in the comments are saying, search HARP, look up HARP, which I probably should be a little more coded, right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
hey, speaking of which, we're going to go over to Rumble.
yeah,
right?
yeah. I should have put the link, in the description, but I didn't. We do have a Rumble, same name.
We're not going to like hardcore quit YouTube or nothing like that. We're just going to also be on Rumble.
That's right. Also going to be trying to make a small move to Rumble for anyone that wants to go over there. You can find the link in the community tab on our channel.
That's right.
I just posted that today. And some of you guys joined us over there, which is awesome. All right. So moving forward,
we're trying to get our stuff a little bit more together, as you can see, as we get closer and closer to the actual election year. By the time it actually rolls around, we should be, experienced, if you will.
Minnesota's Goodhue and other small towns are disbanding police forces.
That's
okay,
right.
You want to know what's coming? America is in the midst of a police officer shortage. Small town residents from Goodhue, Minnesota to Lott, Texas say giving up a police force isn't that bad. Back to the sheriffs then.
That sounds like a lull into safety. Like, don't worry, it's fine.
America is in the midst of a police shortage that many in law enforcement blame on the twofold morale hit of 2020. The Wuhan Wiggle pandemic and the criticism of the police that boiled over with the murder of George Floyd by a police officer. From Minnesota to Maine, Ohio to Texas, small towns unable to fill jobs are eliminating their police departments and turning over police work to their county sheriff, a neighboring town, or state police.
Right, which is, to me, you know what I mean?
It's still a sign, though, guys. Okay,
it absolutely is. But I would argue that your sheriff's office, I would prefer a sheriff's office over a police office.
Yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is, and folks aren't going to like that I say this, but a sheriff is the highest authority in any county or parish. Right. Okay, like the sheriff is the highest authority, or highest elected official. Let me. Should I try to find my Rumble real quick? I don't know if I have that kind of.
But so and here's the other thing. Back before we had big brother, big government, people were what you call self-governing, right? Meaning that you were responsible for your own actions. And like I've heard, recently, what is it? Judge others softly, judge yourself harshly. Be harsh of yourself. And that's not saying, no self-love or anything like that. It's just saying that, like, you can control you. And if we all just control ourselves, it'll be okay. Back when people could self-govern, they had integrity. They had, competency. They were productive members of society by and large, and, would rally around those who truly couldn't, right? Yeah, it's not shocking to me that a small town, especially if it still has these values, would do fine without a police department. Even, I would argue, possibly, depending on the area, without a sheriff's department if it was a self-governed area. You have a lot of rural farmland country people that, like, they self-govern all the time. You don't see cops out there very often. And they all work together, and that's how it goes. But that's hard and this isn't, I'm not trying to say, left versus right or anything like that, but in a Democratic run city or any Democratic run situation, that's going to be hard because you have people that lack any capability of self-governing. They lack capability of governing their own emotions. They can't even properly explain to you how they're feeling or why they're frustrated without throwing a temper tantrum. And that's true of both sides at times, but by and large, that's what you're seeing. And then a lot of manipulation and twisty-turny. So, it's not going to work out so great on a big scale. And what I see from this is, like I said, being lulled into a false sense of security. Oh, it's great with no police. Come try it out. Try it out. Well, first of all, like Landon said, your sheriff's office is going to be, have more power judicially than your police department. And second of all, F around and find out, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there still is the Second Amendment. And, man, there is even, like, I don't know if you guys have seen this story. I don't even know if I should talk about it. Yeah, so we just pinned the comment there in the comment section. That should be our Rumble. Let me know if that doesn't work out or if that isn't it. But that should be our Rumble in the pinned comment. If you guys would like to follow us over there, that would be awesome. That would be a huge blessing. Anyway, let's see.
Mad Shad says there's a sergeant in the Cleveland Police Department that makes more than the mayor. He's been working overtime to cover the shortage of police officers. Wow.
Travis, that's a good one. All right. So
yeah, we're getting there.
This next one, I don't know if it should be for a Rumble show or what. But
we're gonna find out.
Yeah, this is some serious FAFO right here. Okay, we're about to F around and find out on YouTube. So make sure you guys smash the like and comment.
An internal document from Pfizer Laboratories, which was given to us by a very special person who we have contact with, called...
I may try to mute it to censor some of the words. Okay.
Reverse engineering the source code of the BioNTech Pfizer SARS-CoV-2 vaccine.
Oh, too late.
This is very, very critical because it outlines the chemical and the biological processes which were very, very carefully manipulated in order to be able to produce an mRNA that also contained a very, very dangerous toxin to the human body. Do you know what that toxin is? That toxin is called graphene oxide. And every single one of these vaccines in a 30-milligram shot contains 15 billion nanoparticles or lipid carrier particles within the mRNA sequence. 15 billion nanoparticles. Now let me tell you how graphene oxide works when it gets into the body. Because when the spike protein then binds itself to our blood cells and so on, graphene oxide then starts to build a structure. And this is why we have people with blood clots and we have people with heart failure, sudden heart failure, and so on. The patent databases that we have accessed proves that COVID.
So, you know, I think this would be a lot easier to share on Rumble.
Yep.
You know, because it's probably already gone a little too far. But what do you guys think about that? Specifically, this term here at the bottom, if you can see, this proves that it is that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. All right.
You can say allegedly. Love it. Thank you, Carol.
Oh, can you? Allegedly. Okay. Allegedly. All right.
5 masks. They're 3-ply surgical masks, so 15 layers, and you seal it around their mouth. If this is proven the aerosols that come through, then this should fog up. We'll see.
Okay, I don't know if you guys could understand him. Basically, what he's saying is he's got 15 layers of masks on. Ooh, the SK is just tricky. He's got 15 masks on, and he's saying that if they were to work properly, there should be no moisture. It should just be, oh, shoot, I forgot what he said. I want to say fog, but then it's like, well, no, fog is moisture, so that doesn't check out.
We'll try to listen harder.
Okay.
It starts with masks.
Can you see that fog? Now watch this. I made a cross. Can you see my eyes through that cross? So there's so much moisture there that you can see. Look at that cross pattern. There's so much moisture there. So I'm not going to say anymore. So 5 masks. They're 3-ply surgical masks, so 15 layers.
5 masks, 3-ply, 15 layers.
And you seal it around their mouth. If this is proven the aerosols that come through, then this should fog up. We'll see.
And so it basically...
Can you see that fog? Now watch this. I made a cross. Can you see my eyes through that cross? So there's so much moisture there that you can see. Look at that cross pattern. There's so much moisture there. So I'm not going to say anymore.
And folks are like, don't matter. I'm still wearing one.
Right. I'm like, I was disenchanted way in the beginning when somebody had one just for painting, like spray painting, and they took it off and you could still see like spray paint
all around their nose
and mouth and stuff. I was like, well, that's pointless.
Yeah, what you guys already know. We'll move on. All right, what's coming? Here it comes.
Well, let's talk about World War III, which has apparently just begun, according to the Ukrainians. And today, Putin said that the U.S. is forcing this fight until the very last Ukrainian is dead. Is he wrong? Like, I'll just ask you guys, is Putin wrong about that? That this is the United States forcing this fight? Is any nutcase out there who believes that the United States is not involved in this or is not complicit in this at all? They are literally forcing this. We're going to get into Antony Blinken in a second. Ukraine has run out of men and now is turning to women to fight this war. More on that part of the story in a minute as well. But first, Ukraine says World War III has already begun. And again, we've been saying it for a year now, so welcome to the party, pal. Yes, we are already in World War III. Just wait until the real fighting starts. So here is the headlines here. The head of Ukraine's National Security Defense Council has claimed World War III is already underway, with the Moscow-Kyiv conflict pulling in countries far beyond the region. Speaking at the Kyiv Security Forum on Tuesday, Alexei Danilov argued that NATO needs Ukraine as a member of the global turbulence is set to continue. We're going to strengthen the alliance, he says. If someone thinks that World War III hasn't started, then it's a huge mistake. It has already begun, and it had been underway in a hybrid period for some time, but now it's about to get much, much worse. All right, well, let's talk about World War III.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, and then also, kind of, did you hear about the whole Elon Musk thing?
Well, somewhat.
Do we have, because basically I haven't looked into it much, but okay.
Elon wants to save humanity. The only problem, people. Why is that the problem?
I had seen where basically something like Russia was requesting access or wanted
access to Starlink.
And Elon shut it down. Therefore, kind of shutting down ultimately any plans with it.
Well,
good night, Indy. Have a great night.
Yes, thanks for being here, Indy. And thank you so much for that's so awesome. You rock. Thank you so much. So this is. Do you want to read?
Nah, that's all right.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Moving on. Elon doing Elon stuff.
Yeah. But some scripture came with this one, the World War III. It's going to be a cold winter. The Lord is heating things up. Joel 1:15. Alas for the day of the Lord is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come. Revelations 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Man. All right. Into some Lahaina. I'm a forced American. I'm not okay. So yeah, this is truth.
You know what I mean? Like it or don't. This is how the city feels, and like I hear it.
Let's hear.
I am a forced American. I'm not a proud American. I am forced to be American in Hawaii. You're telling us to fill out this paperwork so that you can give us the least amount of money. All I've had since day one is $700. 4 out of 5 of us lost our homes. It was burned to the ground. We are only being told, stand in this line, sign here. What are we signing? Who is it benefiting, us or America? That's what I want to know. And I want to know when we get to go back to our home in Wainea. Maybe it's gone. We need to go back there. Are you guys going to just scrape it all away and say disaster zone? And America's going to get what they want, their satellite city? Because this was planned years ago. It's now happening. And all the poor people, the homeless, the hardworking people of the hotels, the kapuna, we lost everything. We couldn't even have our pastor come in and ask us if we need prayer in the very beginning, but Oprah could come in. Who is she? Who is she? We also don't need people like Kaina Shiki telling tourists don't come to Maui. Because some of us, thousands of us, work in the hotel industry. They pay our mortgage. They give us our medical. And the medical, besides the county, is pretty good for somebody old like me. So don't go tell tourists, don't come Maui, because you're not speaking for us, the working people. You're speaking for yourself. Tourists come, we love you. We have aloha because you will be helping us, the lower people. The grains of sand of Maui is what we are. We're not the ones living up in Laniapoku. Not one of those houses burned. Puamana is still there. Lahaina Shores is still there. Everything beyond the Civic Center is there, but the homes where we were working, where we're scraping, where we had less than $1,000 a month to pay for our basic needs of gas and food. We busted our ass, and this is what we get. Nobody called us. Our phones didn't work from 5 in the morning. The fire was not 10 o'clock when I went to work. The fire was still there. There was no water. Tell me if that's coincidence. No water, no warning. And everybody talking about the satellite city before the fire. Lahaina gonna be the first satellite city. Well, hey, Jeff Bezos, you got what you wanted. Oprah, you got what you wanted. And the guy who owns the nut, you got what you wanted. Because all we got so far was $700, and we don't know who to call or anything.
May God bless all those we've lost. May God find those who we haven't determined yet. And may God bless you all. May God protect our troops.
I am a forced American.
Okay, so a couple of things that I wanted to mention. Hawaii became a state on August 21st, 1959. Okay. So the fire happened August 8th. Am I correct? So that was like just 2 weeks shy of 64 years. The 64-year anniversary of Hawaii being a state of the United States. So that means it was 63 years, right? So esoterically 6-3, right? Just that's not a big thing, but just something I noticed. And then too, like, think about that. Like, so 63 years. So this woman could have been, I don't know her age, but
her parents.
Well, she looks older than, my dad, and my dad's 63. So, like, she could have been a young child when Hawaii became a state. So just in that short time, like, Hawaii was an island and doing just fine, and then it became an American state in 63. I don't know. I could definitely understand the frustration.
Some folks say that this won't be isolated to just Hawaii, what happened here. And as you can see, Greece, Italy, they're catching arsonists. Louisiana, they're catching arsonists.
That's right.
Okay. That, this will be done all over. Okay. We're going to see more and more things that you can blame the climate on. Okay. For control. Okay. That's coming. Okay. It is coming because their lust for control is unsatiated. That's right. And so, like the meme says, until they ban guns, you will see more gun crimes. That's until they can control your movement and your travel and track every single purchase and everywhere you go in your 15-minute city, you will have more climate change. They will be changing the climate. So I don't know. I guess I'll try to not.
Well, right, but don't worry, because
right. Well, don't worry, because like I said, it doesn't matter where you are or who you are. That through Jesus, God will make a way for you.
I was going to say, in the world you will have trouble, but be of good cheer, for the Lord has overcome the world.
It's the great transition. You accept Jesus into your heart, and then that is the way to the Father.
That's right.
That is how you become a child of God.
That's right.
And when you're a child of God, all things work out to the benefit of those who love Him. Okay, so it doesn't matter what's going on or what's happening; it's going to work out to your benefit. It's right. You will be benefited for it. Okay. Anyway, moving forward. Oh boy, buckle up! It's AJ. Okay.
Official, the White House just announced a return to all the COVID tyranny, confirming InfoWars whistleblower. It is now official.
President Biden tested negative last night for COVID-19 and tested negative again today. He's not experiencing any symptoms. As far as the steps he is taking, since the president was with the First Lady yesterday, he will be masking while indoors and around people in alignment with CDC guidance. And as has been the practice in the past, the president will remove his mask when sufficiently distanced from others indoors and while outside as well.
Well, unfortunately, we've been proven right again, and in just 2 weeks. The White House press secretary just announced that Biden is going back to the, quote, standard COVID protocols. All the tyranny we've just seen in the last 3.5 years, again, starting now.
Since the president was with the First Lady yesterday, he will be masking while indoors and around people in alignment with CDC guidance. And as has been the practice in the past.
Did you catch that? Oh, we're not going back to COVID protocols. No. We're just going back to the way it's always been.
As has been the practice in the past.
If there's one case at a rock concert, it's shut down. One case at a college, it's closed. One case at a hospital, it's closed. I mean, your family can't come visit your loved ones. Well, they kill them. Ladies and gentlemen, our high-level TSA whistleblower over 2 weeks ago told us this was coming. I checked with other feds. They said, yeah, we were just told it's coming back by mid-September and that the new shot will be available. It was over a week after I broke that the White House press secretary came out and said, yeah, September 15th, we have the new shot.
FDA and CDC, they've made an announcement on the new vaccine. So certainly they said that there'll be an updated vaccine mid-September, I believe. So
Metallica's canceling concerts, and colleges are demanding you have to have a shot to be there, and the new, quote, booster's not even out yet. So they're clearly trying this again, but they didn't want opposition to form up front, so they said a few weeks ago, oh no, Alex Jones is wrong. The TSA, the White House, oh no, nobody's planning to bring stuff back. And then today, the White House press secretary says, well, of course, it's no big deal. It's what we've always done. So all the lies, all the masks, all the testing, all the pushing the shots, all the vaccine passports, she's like, hey, we're just going back the way it always was. And then The View, Whoopi Goldberg, who's had COVID 3 times and had all these shots and, quote, boosters. Well, she's got COVID again. She can't be there. So they're bringing it all back right now.
As you can see, Whoopi is not here. She has COVID. Yes, it's back. It's back. It's back. But she's on the mend. She's on the tail end, and she'll probably be back this week. But sorry she's not here. For those of you who are looking forward to seeing her.
Let's not forget they lied about where the virus came from. Let's not forget they lied about the so-called vaccines working. And let's not forget that Biden told us over and over and over again, just like Rachel Maddow, if you've had the shot, you're protected. You can't get it. You can't spread it.
The various shots that people are getting now cover that. You're okay. You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
And now he said just a week ago when he was in Nevada, oh, don't worry, a new shot's coming out that works. How many times we have to live through this scam until we wake up?
Mr. President, can you say anything about the uptick of COVID cases and the new variant?
Yes, I can. Matter of fact, I signed off this morning on a proposal we have to present to the Congress a request for additional funding for new vaccine that is necessary, that works.
100% Shadow Wolf. 100%. Eli, good to see you. 100% as well to you, man. You nailed it. Dragon Slayer, what's up, brother? You missed some stuff.
It's interesting. The things that I noticed with my female brain, because I was noticing that Jean-Pierre there, so when she was announcing that the new booster will be available in mid-September, she was wearing green. Now, green is associated with sickness. I do think that was on purpose. I absolutely do think that was on purpose. It doesn't even look that great on her. It's not her color. But now the one that I don't think maybe was on purpose, or I don't know, but was that Balenciaga 2024 prison chic line orange that she had on when she was talking about going back to the old standards, you know?
Yeah, I saw somebody comment. It was like a traffic cone dress.
Well, it was just interesting because I was like, golly, that looks like prison colors. And then I was like, oh, it's funny because she is actually mentioning.
Okay. So, I mean, there's so much that goes with this, man.
Tentatively, not decided finally yet, tentatively, it is recommended that, would likely be recommended that everybody get it, no matter whether they got it before or not.
Now, the last controls and lockdowns in the West lasted 2 years. In the third world, over 3 years. Killed 80+ million people, the UN estimates, from starvation. Not the virus, but the lockdowns in the third world. When the first world collapses, the third world dies. And so they're bringing this back to have mail-in ballots that are only a year from now. Less than a year from now, the mail-in ballots will already be in place. And they're already saying, hey, we're bringing them back. You can't go to the post office. It's not safe. This is about election meddling. It's about Pfizer and Moderna making huge profits. This is criminal. And they're going to try to gaslight you and tell you nobody's bringing back controls because they don't want opposition to form. But it's happening in front of your face. I'm on air daily at Infowars.com/.
It's happening.
Yep,
it's happening daily.
Absolutely.
And you want to know what's coming. Ghetto, good to see you.
No, we're with you, Travis.
100%.
Nobody makes, there's very little that goes on that is not controlled. I absolutely.
They are preparing the folks again for masks. This right here, okay, and lockdowns, which it's like a 3-tier system. It's like a trinity. It's like a triangle. You know what I mean? The masks equals social compliance, and it's, some would say, if you dig a little deeper, it's some form of ritual.
Right.
Okay. Of essentially taking a knee. Okay. And then you have the jab, which is an internal compliance.
That's right.
Okay. And on top of the risk that you may be assuming, it's like getting up on the altar, putting your mouth, putting your arm where your mouth is, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then the lockdowns is like it's essentially aimed at destroying economies and, social constructs, futures of children. It goes into a lot of it. Listen up. If you run and get the juicy juice after all these sudden,
Do you think that they look at our stuff?
no.
I haven't heard anyone else call it juicy juice.
But if you want to warn others, we do have merch that can help you do just that, as far as warning others about Billy Goats and his plans.
And the juicy juice. I have not heard anyone else call it juicy juice. Look, the Real Hebrew Israelite, I'm honored. If you watch, just say,
No
hey,
way.
just type it in the comments, okay? It'll be our secret. I won't say nothing else about it.
We've been seeing it. Okay. It's it's in our face. Okay.
Yeah.
And just like he said, they don't want to see massive oppositions form. But you guys need to be praying on it, meditating on it, and asking for the Lord to make your path straight, for him to make a way for you in these days, and to, ultimately keep us on his path.
That's right.
Proverbs 22:3, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay, that's Proverbs 22:3. Ecclesiastes 12:13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts that come near? Okay, or any such as come near wild beasts. So who pities somebody that gets bit by a cobra who was holding a cobra?
Right.
Okay, you might have a little bit of pity, but the whole point is, like,
Don't hold a cobra.
or if you get mauled by a bear,
Right.
Anyway, Ecclesiastes 12:14, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Who is going to pity? Okay, same. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Let's see, Ephesians 5:16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right. They time to be in the word, folks. Right. Time to be in the word. Okay. Go to God. All right. Jesus is the way. Okay. Confess that the Lord Jesus Christ confess the Lord Jesus Christ and you will be saved. Let's see here. It's serious. Oklahoma Elementary School faces huge backlash after hiring drag queen Chantel Mandalay as principal, with State Superintendent Ryan Walters slamming move as liberal insanity. Okay, let's get a look.
Ooh.
Okay, there's your new principal.
Golly, that looks like Ursula.
Welcome to school. Get to class.
Can you imagine? Like, all right, that's it, Johnny. Go to the principal's. Please, I'm so sorry. I'll be quiet, please. Yikes.
Yeah. An elementary school in Oklahoma has faced significant backlash after hiring a drag queen as school principal, with the superintendent denouncing the decision as completely insanity. Okay, this is the Ryan Walters, the superintendent. We can listen to him for a little bit.
It's outrageous to have a drag queen running a school, here in Oklahoma. That doesn't line up with Oklahoma values. I hear from parents every day that are concerned with this woke left-wing indoctrination in our schools, this gender theory that continues to be thrust upon our kids. It's completely inappropriate, should never have happened. And we have got to continue to ensure that our kids are with adults that are pushing the basics, reading, writing, arithmetic, in American history, not pushing any gender ideology on our kids. I think that the school should immediately take action. I called for that yesterday, that this individual should not be employed by the school district. This individual is not fit to lead a school district. This absolutely should not be happening. We need to be reassuring parents that we are keeping their kids in an educational environment to promote learning, to promote educational value, not injecting what we've seen so the left go to the craziest extremes to inject into our classrooms. Sure, you know,
Red, that's such a good point. Look, that's why satire news articles have gone so far, because when this is the real news, how do you decipher what's satire?
Because it seems like a bad joke. Yeah. All right, moving forward. All right, so into a little bit of the woo. I've been hearing reports of this over the last 10 years.
That's right.
Thereabout.
Sky tremors.
Sky tremors, skyquakes, you know, loud horns, or like industrial machinery in the sky sounds.
But
it's all sounds in the sky.
Right. Tinfoil hat wise, right. That's what I think is a machinery of some type. Because in my
that's
head,
how it's described. It sounds like big industrial machinery in the sky.
Right. Because in my head, the trumpet will be heard from all ends of the earth. So it's not going to be, you know,
I'm not saying it's that.
No, I know.
We
I'm
do
just saying.
very much know, and we will cover a project coming up here in the next few clips about, you know, there is a great deception coming that, you know, there's gonna be a great, you know, we'll talk about it here in a little bit, but I think that these correlate with that.
There's been strange noises all around the world lately. They sounded like trumpets in the sky.
We're in Toronto, Canada, and there's this weird sound in the sky. Hear that? I don't know what that is.
Ano yun? Grabe.
Of trumpet recorded in Jerusalem.
Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy.
飛行機が来てる。普通に飛行機だ。飛行機が鳴ってんの？いや、飛行機の音じゃないと思う。
There has been strange noises all around the world lately. They sound...
Okay.
But I've heard some that have been, like, these were not the most impressive ones that I've ever heard.
No, this one is.
Okay.
Oh my God!
I mean,
that poor kid was
yeah.
instantly filled with dread.
I mean, even the parents, I mean, how would you explain to the kid, like,
That
I mean,
sounded like War of the Worlds.
It did. It sounded like, and that's what the one in Mexico sounded like some giant machinery walking around.
I've seen one that was like kind of on a mountainside, looking down on a valley, and there's nothing around, no towns around, no nothing. It's, you know, somebody that's like out, you know, hiking, and this trumpet goes off, and it is clear and it is loud, and you are just looking all around and cannot fathom what's causing it.
All right, let's see. I agree, Red. Voodoo face. I saw a dude.
Chrissy Cat. Very, very, yeah.
I feel bad for my kids, son 16 and daughter 15. I'm not afraid of death because be with my ex-wife in the next life, but they don't deserve the end. I know. We were just talking about this with my son earlier, about how, like, you know, a lot of folks are like, especially the folks who are awakened and they know they can see what's coming. Even if the end is not tomorrow, we can see that the country and the way of life that we know is coming to an end. Normal has been gone, and it's been, you know, the world has been rapidly changing since 2000. I mean, 99, you know, and we're mourning what was, you know what I mean?
And what could have.
But we were explaining that it doesn't matter what comes, that God will make a way. You know what I mean? That he is our anchor, and it doesn't matter. He's our shield. You know, go do and don't worry.
That's right.
Be not afraid. Okay, you guys have got to read Psalm 91. Okay.
Yeah, in fact, the beanies that I have over on the other website, which we ordered 4 of, because that's all we're allowed to order in a month of the samples. But they have Psalm 91 written on the inner tag. Just because I firmly believe like that is a psalm of protection. It's even the updates I made are even cooler than that one. So it's got the new logo, and then on the inside you can, and look, you know what's cool? If you don't want to have the logo, you can just turn it inside out and be just a tinfoil. But on the inside there will be a little tag, and it has Psalm 91.
And you know, be an educator this year at the Thanksgiving party. Go to unspecifiedmerch.com.
Halloween.
What did I say?
Thanksgiving.
Whoops. Okay. You can do it at Thanksgiving too. You go to unspecifiedpodcastmerch.com, link in the description. Get your tinfoil hat gear before it's gone.
It's an educator at Halloween. It's a pot stirrer at Thanksgiving.
So it's an educator at Halloween. You can be dropping truth bombs and knowledge and letting folks know subtly, okay? Because it'll be more receivable in a funny way, okay? And you know, you can stir the pot. We have a lot of great gear for stirring the pot.
Right. I'm here to stir the pot.
At Thanksgiving. Check the link out. First link in the description there, guys. That would be a huge blessing and a huge support for us. It makes Tiff's day if you just go over there. She can see the views go up. And if you want to make her day,
That's right.
Just click the first link in the description.
I'm going to actually do it. I'm going to be a conspiracy theorist for Halloween. Or,
yeah.
you know, I'm going to
I mean, we legit, we have head to toe, not head to toe, but, you know, we've got tinfoil, everything. So just go check it out.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Moving forward. I might need that tinfoil hat. That's why I pulled it out. All right. Let's see. I'm not sure what this one is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to now invite young Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, the 4th Prime Minister of Malaysia and President of the Perdana Global Peace Foundation, to address us.
Because the intention also is to reduce the number of people in this world. At the time when the New World Order was enunciated, the population of this world was only 3 billion. The intention was to reduce it to 1 billion. Now the population of the world is 7 billion. There will be a need to kill many billions of people, or to starve them to death, or to prevent them from giving birth, in order to reduce the population of this world. This is what is in store for most. For those who will suffer and die, there will be the peace of the grave.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I was just reading your chat, Anti. Not, unfortunately, not yet.
It's bad for your teeth. Unless that's a conspiracy theory. No, I'm just kidding.
Ow. All right. Oh, boy. All right. So we're seeing some standing up. Sometimes you got to be the change you want to see. Okay? All right. Video shows a father standing up to a cross-dresser attempting to enter girl's bathroom.
You're a man. You're a man. My daughter goes into those bathrooms and no man needs to be in there. You understand me? You are a man. You are created as a man. You are a man. Start acting like a man. Act like a man. Act like a man. You're a man. People act like one. What happened? Why are you acting this way? I'm a man, so are you. No, I'm not. Then what are you? I was born intersex, dude. If you don't know what that is. I was born with both. Sir, you're going to have a problem if you keep going into women's bathrooms. Somebody's going to do something to you. I'm just telling you the truth. I've been doing this for years. You want to do something? For God's sake. Yeah, you are a man.
What do you think about that? I'd like to buy that dad a beer. Oh, that's a good comment I saw. Yeah, it's up to the people now, right? The ones we voted in to protect us and our kids are clearly compromised. Need more of this.
That's right. I can't care for everybody. I care for my kids, and so I check out where my kids are going, and that's about the extent that I can give it. Because
I mean, that's the America that we're living in now.
Right.
You have to take your kid to the bathroom, check the bathroom.
Right.
Okay. Like Secret Service for our kids. We got to go in like, you know, VIP security mode. Right. Okay. And make sure that it's secure.
That's right.
You know.
And usually it's all fine and well, but like we went to this one restaurant and there was like this exit, like the bathroom was in the hallway behind the restaurant, so you couldn't see it from the dining area. And then in this little hallway there was, you know, each bathroom door and then an exit door, so it's like you could easily go from the bathroom and exit the building and no one would see you. So I was like, well, won't be leaving here.
All right. More crazy stuff in the sky. All right.
Again, in Michigan. Iona, Michigan.
From work or wherever you have to go to.
Is it time? Wow. Is that what they're saying?
Does that look like lightning you've ever seen before?
Mm-mm.
No, stop.
Look at the video of it.
What I mean is like, it's like circular, you know?
Right.
Dude, it's fucking nuts.
That's perfect. Holy shit. Dude, that red was super fucking red.
It's like in a circle, you see it? When it goes off too. Like blasts. I don't know if it's like because I'm doing it through the window or what, but... Dude, that's fucking nuts. Let me open it up.
I mean, that's like exactly the scene in World of Wars, you know, where it's just like constant, massive, you know,
lightning
electrical
strikes,
storm.
repetitive, yeah.
And
you know, that's interesting because we also just found those orbs. You know, there was a golden orb and then an orb that was made of metals that are not from our solar system, they said, in the ocean.
That's right.
So there's the scene, remember, and we're, you know.
It's like we're watching a movie play out before our eyes.
That's right.
I love the music in the background too, Red.
Red again? No, I'm not seeing anything red.
Wasn't that shit red? Yeah, it was red. Dude, the way the pattern of it is insane.
It's spaceship coming.
I don't know. There's some kind of noise out there. It's literally crazy.
Whose phone's going off? From work or wherever you have to go to.
Is it time? Wow.
That's just super wild.
Yeah, I would enjoy watching it, but it is like that seems abnormal. Not to say that
we're not saying
never
anything.
Happen, but it seems.
Of course,
abnormal.
the governments are going off talking. The comments are going off talking about the government manipulating weather, geoengineering, HARP.
If those aren't the next clips,
guys, please
we've made a mistake.
Leave a comment in the comment section down below and help us with the algorithm. Okay, please, if you very much could, it would be very much helpful. Okay, because the censorship is. We're out there with the words, and we need to tone it back a little bit. But I can only speak. I can only speak. All right.
We're just discussing what we see.
Yeah, for educational entertainment purposes only.
Right. Sometimes we say, you know what? I don't think this is shady. We'll put that aside. Sometimes that happens.
No, this seems shady. When I see these oddities, okay, I mean,
thunderstorm, very shady. Moving on.
No, I don't. I think it's more than that.
I know. It's just funny.
You know, like the Encounters from the Third Kind or Encounters of the
what is it? Never watched it.
Okay, well, we got to watch that. This is essentially a visual representation of the Potato Mountain.
Yeah, I did see that part. Is that the same guy from Jaws?
Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, okay.
He's awesome. Yeah.
We should watch that.
Yeah, I love Jaws.
Fun. All
Anyway,
right, let's do it. Do you see aliens?
Allegedly.
Hey, we saw at the Smithsonian, we saw the ship that they used in the movie, remember? Remember at the Smithsonian?
You talking about the orca?
At the Udvar Hazy place? No, the prop that they used for all their shots where it was of the spaceship.
Oh.
It was like it was like a 3-foot little model.
I thought we were talking about Jaws.
No, we're talking about the spaceship from Close Encounters of the
Oh,
Third
yeah,
Kind. We
okay.
saw it at the Udvar Hazy Center in D.C.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that. I'm trying, guys. My brain.
Sometimes this is how conversations go.
There's so much going on.
Usually
Okay.
I have the patience to repeat myself. Sometimes I just move on.
There's a lot of repeating in this household, so. Okay, all right. Let's see. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to us over on Rumble, guys. Okay.
Lurk says storms will get super electrified more and more. Should be rad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Lord help us. Okay. So I can't even pronounce the country that this happened in. Clashes broke out yesterday in the Cregan neighborhood of Derry after police entered the area to carry out 3 raids. Youth in the neighborhood threw petrol bombs, bricks, and other objects at police in an attempt to push them out. Police found a firearm as well as pipe bombs and ammunition during the raids.
Okay, but listen. Are you listening?
I don't know where Derry is.
I don't either, but that's not the point. The point here is that these people were coming to attack these other people, right?
And these methods...
Take the groups away from it of assigning it. Just one group of people were coming to attack another group of people, right?
And these methods
and when
were
the
effective.
neighbors saw, they all band together and said, nay. So I'm just saying, when groups of people attack, that's a good thing to have.
Neighbors.
Right.
For that, we'll say nay.
Nay.
Okay, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh, nice, man.
We're going to need more neighbors.
I know that I think these are Russian built, but I love them and I want one. Okay. I'm not going to get bogged down on this.
I don't think you're allowed to show that on YouTube. Go ahead and get that off.
I'm not touching it.
Get it off the screen.
I can't even reach it.
Get it off the screen.
Oh, man. They're going to.
It's ugly anyway.
Please smash the like button. They're going to.
So ugly.
Okay. It's not ugly.
It is.
I think that's a Makarov. Anyway. Okay. Infants dark. Okay. Now. Okay. All right.
Shifting gears.
Shifting hats. More like. Okay. This is getting serious now. All right. So we're talking about the dark-eyed children. Okay. And now there's a news report.
Not anymore. Now it's like Game of Thrones up in here. Like
infants' dark brown eyes turned bright blue overnight after the Wuhan, treatment.
Wait a minute. You got to get the Game of Thrones scene with the walker, and they took the baby eyeballs.
Okay.
Oh, I love Hank Williams. What you doing with him?
I think somebody, God the Son, Jesus Christ Saves, put it in the
We just need a second, right there. This is a little bit of a second.
Okay. All right. Sorry for the delay. I meant no delay.
I'm the queen of last minute. Hey, do this.
Yeah.
Okay. It was nothing like this, guys. Don't worry. It was not. It's fine. It was not like this, okay? It was like this. Now you gotta hurry up and switch it.
Switch what? Like this?
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Okay. It was like this. A baby boy's eyes temporarily turned from dark brown to bright blue. What?
Yeah.
6-month-old baby boy from Thailand was diagnosed with the Wuhan wiggle after suffering a fever and a cough. The infant was prescribed Favipiravir. I just can't.
Piravir.
You guys can, though. The antiviral treatment approved for children by the Ministry of Public Health. That's bad words already. Shockingly, about 18 hours after beginning the medication, the mother noticed that her child's brown eyes had turned blue. That is wild. Okay. Man.
does that mean?
Oh, I didn't go back far enough. See? Boom. Please explain it. Somebody help me.
I can explain it. Okay. Somebody in a lab somewhere saw all the memes about the dark-eyed children since the jab, and they're like, okay, you don't want dark-eyed children? Here you go. Problem solved. Now they're blue.
A minute detail. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Medical professionals told her to stop the treatment immediately, and within 5 days, the child's cornea returned to brown.
What?
Okay. All right. So, all right. Pharmakia.
Can you imagine that on a warning label? May cause drowsiness, fatigue, nausea, your
Watch out.
eyes to turn blue.
Because homegirls here in the United States, especially in like Miami, would be taking it just to turn their eyes blue. Okay.
If your eyes turn blue, please stop use immediately and seek a professional.
Ooh, Shadow Wolf. Ooh.
What?
Eli says spice. I hope we didn't get into too much spice. All right. Let's keep her moving. Keep her moving. Speaking of, okay, folks with the all black in their eyes.
I need to be able to see you, right? So he laughing, and I walk to the other side of the stage. I come back. He lifted up his glasses, and everything was black.
Oh, he didn't have any eyes?
Did you hear what I said? What? He lifted up his glasses, and everything was black. The energy I got from him was, do you want to comment? I looked back at him, and the energy I gave him was, I'm going to mind my business.
How many of you have heard of the black-eyed children? I'm talking about these right here. There have been stories. People could say that they're out in the middle of nowhere or at their homes, and the next thing they know, they get a knock on the door, or they get approached by a child. But the thing with the child, they have a real dark energy around them. Extremely demonic, satanic. They look at them, they have dark eyes. They always want to come in, or for you to invite them in. Now, I personally have not experienced this. I've seen some stuff, some supernatural stuff, be it of the Lord
MLP, good to see you.
Jesus or the enemy, but I haven't seen this personally. I can't write off people's experiences. This is not godly. What Monique just talked about reminded me of this. Now, if they are real, which I don't have any reason to believe that they're not, especially with the history of the Bible, how fallen angels mated with human women in Genesis 6 got forms of hybrids, and Jesus says it'll repeat in the last days. These could either be that or a lab experiment. Satanic. Tell me your thoughts in the comments, and follow if you like content like this.
All right. So I could get into these comments, but these comments are insane, y'all. Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. Okay.
And then,
And that's not just to mention, think about the symbolism, okay? With Billie Eilish having all that black liquid coming out of her eyes, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's in the Hollywood, the Holly weird, okay? Some weird stuff, dude. All right. Mad Shad, we were so glad to have you with us, brother. It was good seeing you, man. Bro fist. Okay. Can't wait for the next video, next live stream.
That's right.
All right. Here we go. Guys, go subscribe to Mad Shad. Okay. You're missing out. If you're not, you're missing out.
That's right.
Be there or be square. Okay. Sorry, I'm weird. Cringy. Okay. I'm moving forward. Okay. So I might pause this one.
Can you please do it?
I'm going to play it, but I'm going to mute on and off. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Mute it. Well, never mind. You can't.
How do I show this?
Refresh.
I know what to do. Boom. Okay. Give me just a second. Okay. I got it.
Hey, Dad, do you remember that time Buffy the Vampire Slayer saved all of our lives?
Yeah.
Sorry, we got to be careful for the song in the background.
Well, the season's finale, or series finale, was coming on, and I wasn't going to miss it. Sirens going off, fucking tornado, blah, blah, blah. Your mama was so scared, so she got all y'all kids, all the fucking neighbors go down in the storm cell. But I sat there and I said, fuck it, I'm watching Buffy. So I watched Buffy, and after about 2 or 3 hours later, after Angel goes off and all that kind of bullshit, I'm looking for y'all, and y'all are nowhere around. So I go out back and hear y'all in the storm cellar screaming for somebody to let you out. And that big old oak tree had fell over on top of the door and trapped y'all inside. So if I was inside that fucking cellar with y'all, we'd all have been dead.
So literally, we all owe our life to Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Exactamundo.
Thank you so much for all that you do.
There are moments.
Wait. There's so much. Okay. Uncool Paranoia. Good to see you. Mad Shad. Dude, we love the ramblings of a madman. We love it.
That's right.
Okay.
And have a good night.
Let's see. Yes, have a good night. More like Sarah Michelle Cellar. Okay, no.
I love that he didn't know where his whole family was for 2 or 3 hours during a tornado.
Yeah.
Trapped in the cellar. There are moments in your life that, like, you know where you were and what you were doing, okay? I didn't even know that I was that diehard of a Buffy fan as a kid. I did watch it a lot, okay? I knew, like, I definitely was familiar with the storyline. But on this particular night that he was speaking of, I remember this night, and that kind of connects us in a way.
It does. Because just think, she was I was
watching it too. You were?
I was.
Oh my gosh.
I might have been watching the reruns though. So.
Oh. All right. Well, I was in high school, and I had it on the big screen in the living room, and we were in we had a split level house with a basement. And I lived in the basement, and my dad was on the second floor, and it was right to the time where her sister had gone up and was sacrificing, you know what I mean? Like, it was a whole big, like, there was a lot going on. The world was like, it was crunch time. Like, it was either going to be bad or it was going to be okay. All right. And my dad yelled for me to come upstairs, and it was not, you weren't allowed to say, like, just wait, you know? And so I had to hop foot. All he needed was a glass of soda. And I missed it. I missed the rest of it. It was the last 10 minutes, and I missed it to get him a glass of soda. I was mad at him. I was like, we had to talk afterwards because I was really upset. And I still, to this day, have not seen it. I assume the world was okay because we're still here, but I still have not seen it. So for my birthday or Valentine's Day, you should put on the Buffy series finale. And that would be fun.
Nope.
And we could just live it up like it's the 2000s.
Oh boy. God the Son Jesus Christ Saves says that he saw a girl on the bus with her family with unusually black eyes, just normal girl, back in 2013. Ashley B says, I also have seen a child with black eyes like that photo. I was young and it scared me. I had nightmares for a while. The comments back there on that video, it was when I was reading through them. Actually, a lot of folks said that they saw when they were children. Is when they saw.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not seen that. Would freak me out.
Okay, moving forward. How would you even spot a real supervillain? It's not like they'll dress up in a costume and have a German accent like in the movies. Oh, wait.
Moving on.
Moving right on. Okay. What? I'm not sure what's going on here. We'll have to find out together. I love what Tiff said. I'm just glad no one was overreacting.
Right. I'm just glad that everybody kept a level head and was calm. Okay. But I've seen this a lot. Like, we'll go to the park sometimes, and my kids are suckers for dogs. Okay. I probably shouldn't have even said that, but like, anytime there's a dog, like, my kids are running up, can we pet the dog? And every now and then you'll get somebody that's like, no, she doesn't like kids. Well, why'd you bring her to the park, dingus? I mean, come on. What are you thinking about here, Karen? Not you, Mom. I mean, like, literal, the other Karens. All right, so, like, what are we doing? I don't know.
Oh man.
Don't bring your vicious dog to the park. Don't bring your bad attitude dog to the Home Depot, you know.
So
this lady is fine, by the way.
Yeah.
But there have been, ironically, when I looked it up just to make sure she was fine before we posted it, there's like 3 or 4 dog attacks at Home Depot. Like, evidently it does go down at Home Depot.
Yeah, I would expect to see them change their policy. But apparently this person is just taking it to the max level. I guess because she was embarrassed, or, you know, she's a masked individual. If you can see, it's just a real quick shot of her face. I think she's freaking out because that pit bull, okay, everybody hating on the pit bulls. I think it was maybe, I don't know, possibly attacking that little dog. It didn't look like a very bad attack.
I think it was just a lot of, you know, people were scared, but I think she embarrassed herself a little bit because, like, there's video, she continues to shop throughout the store and then leaves the store, like, still moaning and carrying on like this.
Oh boy.
The whole way out, like a number 2 that's just not going well. Like, it's just loud the whole way.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, I don't know, bringing, you know, dogs the size of that pit bull. I mean, bringing a little lap baby or something, like a small dog, because, you know, I'm guilty of that. After the Wuhan Wiggle pandemic, I was bringing my dog, my little Chihuahua with me everywhere, my little road dog. But you know, bringing a full-size dog or like a medium-sized dog, just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I get it if it's a service dog. I'm not hating on any of it.
That's right, V. They are not usually service dogs. Yeah, and when they do say service dogs, we're very, like kids don't go up and ask. They know the drill to, you know, just...
Yeah, a real service dog is working.
Right, exactly.
You know, but...
Anyway.
A lot of folks, that's like a broad term where we live. Anything is a service dog. It could be a cat. It could be a what are they? Chinchillas. They could be...
Right.
Oh, this is my service animal.
This is my service bird.
Keeps me from freaking out on you guys. So
I want a service hawk.
I want a service hawk or service eagle.
It just flies around and lets me know what's going on. All right, continue.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is just a little.
Speaking of Home Depot, other things you can get.
Uplifting gold.
Do anything in the bathroom? Nothing?
I was putting some lipstick on, and then I was giving my phone.
So what'd you put on?
Lipstick on.
Oh, whose was that?
It was my lipstick.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Did you ask anybody if you could put it on?
I asked myself.
Did you see how it looked?
Yeah.
Well, if you could describe it, how would you describe it?
Like.
What?
Like a noonie was. Like a noonie has big on his mom's, and he pretended it's horse.
So whose lipstick is that?
Mine.
You bought it?
Yeah.
Where'd you buy it at?
My lipstick?
Yeah.
I bought it from Home Depot.
She is
Did
too
you do
cute.
anything in
My
the bathroom?
lipstick?
Nothing?
Did you ask anyone? I asked myself.
I asked myself.
And the look she gives when she's saying it, I asked myself. Thank you for asking. I did. I checked with me.
Too cute.
It is.
Too cute.
I asked myself. All right. Uplifting gold is over. Back to the
gold. Oh, okay. So, New Mexico, we've got a little bit on this. Governor of New Mexico has just declared the First and Second Amendment does not exist due to an emergency.
I reject that reality and substitute my own.
She should be arrested immediately for violating the civil rights of the citizens of New Mexico. Ironically, she is the same governor that signed the state's Civil Rights Act, HB 4, 2 years ago that specifically prohibits her from doing this, in addition to the Constitution, of course.
I don't understand then. She has already defeated herself.
But your point is valid.
You took an oath to the Constitution. Isn't it unconstitutional to say you cannot exercise your carrying license?
With one exception, and that is if there's an emergency, and I've declared an emergency for a temporary amount of time, I can invoke additional powers. No constitutional right, in my view, including my oath, is intended to be absolute. There are restrictions on free speech. There are restrictions on my freedoms. In this emergency, this 11-year-old and all these parents who have lost all these children, they deserve my attention to have the debate about whether or not in an emergency we can create a safer environment. Because what about their constitutional rights? I took an oath to uphold those too. And if we ignore this growing problem without being bold, I've said to every other New Mexican, your rights are subrogated to theirs. And they are not, in my view.
Wait a minute, you're talking about crimes.
I love it. Uncool paranoia. Okay, hush, Kami.
Right, like this is just way to make your whole town sitting ducks. This feels like Darth Vader should just come in. Like this feels like somebody's like, my right, or the Constitution. Your Constitution has been amended. Pray it is not amended farther. Like.
No, I mean, I have words, but I don't think I can say them on the tube.
That's right.
Okay, because, how you kind of, as you would say, don't comply, allegedly. Right. With the,
Oh, I get it. A YouTube, because you're in a tube.
Oh, yeah.
Of you, like your tunnel vision of what the algorithm has surrounded you.
Mm.
It's a YouTube. Anyway.
Yeah, we do, Bob. Yeah, we do.
There are already laws against the crime, so how are their rights?
I got it. But again, if I'm unsafe, who's standing up for that right?
You.
If this climate is so out of control, somebody should do something. I'm doing as much as I know to do.
Madam Governor, do you really think that criminals are going to hear this message and not carry a gun in Albuquerque?
Oh, thank you.
On the streets for 30 days?
No. But here's what I do think. It's a pretty resounding message. Yeah.
Yeah, you are, oh my gosh.
We will give you your rights back to you when you show us that you deserve them. You have to earn your rights, okay?
It sends a message that you're going to work with criminals. Like, hey guys, do you need a break? Are you tired of people fighting back? Well, here you go. You've got a 30-day on me, here you go.
Yeah. People like her are the problem. They think that the government can give and take away rights. Rights are given by God, not man. Okay?
I'm just baffled by her logic. I'm absolutely dumbfounded by her logic. I cannot comprehend it. In what world does she think that this is going to help anything?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Hold on. I wanted to hear this guy. Governor of New Mexico. The right to carry guns is suspended.
What are we gonna give up our guns like a bunch of fucking gay guys? Yeah, right, dude.
I don't know if you guys could hear that very well. But yeah. So Joe says this is a tyranny test balloon for the rest of the country.
Yeah,
Pay attention, folks. Wake up.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, is this a soft rollout? Is this like a feeler?
Your rights come from God, not government. Do not comply. Stay strapped or get clapped. And that's kind of what my thoughts were on it. But, this guy, he said them, and I'm reading them. And, I have no idea what that means for us and the tubesters. But Kelly, good to see you. What's up? Quiet girl, good to see you.
I think she's starved for attention. Well, she's certainly going to get it.
She can't get the same attention, like, what's her name? The girl that was running for Arizona.
Oh, Carrie Lake.
Carrie Lake. Boy, oh boy.
I'm too emotionally charged by this right now to be able to properly articulate myself, but I am frustrated. This is absolutely like, when I can compose myself enough to like gather my thoughts, we're going to come back to
Let's
this.
just read this. In Block Press says, if you're in New Mexico, you have some decisions to make. Santa Fe, New Mexico, Gov. Michelle Lujan Grisham, I can't say people's names very well, on Friday issued an emergency order suspending the right to carry firearms in public across Albuquerque and the surrounding county for at least 30 days in response to a spate of gun violence. The Democratic governor said she expects legal challenges, but was compelled to act in response to gun deaths, including don't think she wasn't told to act on this.
Compelled is an accurate use of words here. She was compelled, all right, but what was compelling her? Right.
That's right. Including the fatal shooting of an 11-year-old boy outside a minor league baseball stadium this week. The firearm suspension, classified as an emergency public health order, applies to open and concealed carry in most public place, from city sidewalks to urban recreational parks.
I'm sorry for the 11-year-old boy and his family. My prayers go out to them.
Folks in the comments are like, okay, then put a 30-day ban hold on alcohol sales and driving an automobile while intoxicated. You know.
How about we put a
The fact that she expects legal challenges and did it anyways and will face no consequences for knowingly disregarding the Constitution is one of the biggest unstated problems. Boy, we got some folks.
I'd like to put a 30-day ban on taxes, a 30-day ban on,
right.
We're just going to be crossing things off.
Right. So just more of that. Imagine how much of a tyrant you'd have to be to think you could do this. Imagine caring that a politician said something like this and complying. Imagine.
That's right. Who was the guy? Oh gosh, what was his name?
Hopefully she's removed from office over her unconstitutional attempt of authority. Okay.
Beto, was it Beto?
Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah, he's probably over here like, I wanted to do that.
That was my line.
Right.
I was supposed to do that. All right. Yeah, 30-day ban on her mouth. That's right. Okay. Schools in Philadelphia to use drones to monitor campuses and protect students.
All right, not breaking news here, but what we're seeing is this is happening a lot more, and not for emergency situations, okay? We just came out of Labor Day weekend. New York was using these drones for surveillance of large gatherings. College campuses have, and then now in Philadelphia we see it too. So we're seeing this roll out.
And it says here in the comments, next they'll be working on using it around the communities. And I just gotta say, we just covered 1 or 2 shows ago, maybe one of our most recent shows, that they did this over Labor Day weekend in New York. They were using. Sorry.
No, you're good. But yeah, they were doing this in China during the lockdowns, and so it just
Ooh, how about a ban on bans? Uncool paranoia. How about a ban on propaganda?
That's right.
Y'all hitting it with the fire. The new drone normal. That's right. They're definitely beginning to push it. During the last 2020 situation, they were pushing the robot dogs. We saw a butt ton of robot dog news come out. Okay. Yellow robot dogs that had an iPad attached as a head, and you could go to your doctor's office and see your doctor through an iPad screen on a robot dog,
right.
Or, there was Russia. They had made an entire battalion of robot dogs with guns attached to them, or, you started to see they were in the streets, both militarily, law enforcement, medical. They're pushing their helpers. Okay. Their iRobot helpers are being unveiled. And I think for 2024 and approaching and passing 2024, we're going to see a lot more drone activity. Okay. All right. What?
I heard fish. I seen an article that was happening, but I hadn't talked to anybody that.
Oh my gosh!
Insurance company sent a drone over my house and told me I have to replace my roof and remove my old truck from my backyard.
So if you guys look over on Amazon or eBay, there are certain photon devices that you can get that could potentially, it could make ocular sensors malfunction I don't know if I'm going too far here. So like, you know, it can fly around and whatnot, but its ability to see, okay, could be, you know, potentially damaged, as you would say, with a certain, you know, laser beams. Okay.
Laser beams.
All right. And that market is flooded. Okay. All right. They got USB rechargeable, convenient packages.
You can get them on Temu even.
I'm just saying that there are things that we can do. Okay. That, you know, I'm not telling you to do. I'm just saying that there are certain products available that they use light. Okay.
Yep.
In a concentrated way. And it could damage the sensors that the certain other devices see with.
Right.
Okay. Cameras and whatnot aren't so great with lasers.
Right.
So just saying, okay. Just throwing that out there.
All right. Moving on.
Oh yeah. Hold up. Okay. This stuff is real. Okay. This is not no theory.
Look, they made a star.
Look at the billions that they have put into this stuff. Okay. Y'all see some of this stuff. Okay. Up here. All right. This right here.
I hadn't heard of the heaters.
You see this right here? Okay. Sonic heaters. Okay. All right. I don't know if this music's okay. Okay. So we won't go with the music. Climate modification and microwave transmissions. Okay. Look at the size of this equipment. Frequency on, frequency off, weather modification. Okay. The SBX1 mobile weather control platform.
It's in the right place at the right time
always,
for natural disasters.
Yeah. And then there's this stuff. Okay. Let's see. Guys, please comment in the comment section down below and be sure to smash the like on this video and help us against the censorship from Uncle Algo. Right. Okay. Because, you know, these days, you know, that just, you know, if you want to help us to be seen by more people, that would be a blessing. And I know that they are not happy with us behind the scenes. Okay. So if you'd like to support us and help out, you can help out by showing them your support. Okay. And as a little reward to us for our hard work, smash a like, leave a comment with your thoughts down below. And let us know what you think is on its way and what's coming. What do you think we'll likely see?
That's right.
Okay, Michigan again. More stuff going on in Michigan. Why is it popping off in Michigan? Okay.
It's up there and between St. Clair and Marysville. What the hell is that? Lighting up the whole sky that way. Never seen nothing like it, man. Crazy. Well, let me get back to sawing this wooden pole wire and get back in the house.
It's an excellent question. What would you think that? Well, I mean, what could be causing that light?
Eli says ionospheric heater. Very possible. Very possible.
The comments on this post are saying a certain what do you call that? Dadgummit. My brain just doesn't work sometimes. Directed, you know what? You know what? You know what I mean? I don't know. Is that what that is? I don't know. Okay, but so folks are hearing stuff, they're seeing stuff. Okay. All right.
Michigan is going down.
Red.
Michigan,
oh my gosh.
Are you okay?
Red. Bro fist right there. Right there. I'm gonna bro fist. Bro fist.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Red.
Woo! Okay. I don't know. I just wanted to be fun.
Yeah, it's always such an unexpected treat.
Thank you, Red. I appreciate that, brother. It's gonna do like a little doodly-do thing. And thank you, bro. Bro fist. Much love. Thank you so much for that super chat. Boom. We'll get back into it. I have no idea. Okay. They're going to say aliens. Boom. There it is. Thank you so much for that, brother. Much love. Ooh, do you think they will say aliens are starting the fire soon? No, because the aliens are going to come here to help us.
That's the next clip.
Oh, the aliens are going to. Okay.
I guess they don't talk about aliens.
All right, so let's learn a little bit.
Blue Beam Project marks the beginning of total population control. This delusional project aims to stage a large-scale fake extraterrestrial invasion worldwide, with UFOs visible in the sky, and to introduce a fake god to save humanity from this invasion. They would employ highly realistic secret military technology, and they have recently conducted tests. The result is crazy. The ultimate goal would be to eradicate all religions and establish a single unified religion, thereby achieving complete control over the population through fear. This project, combined with the HARP project, would enable the manifestation of a religious figure capable of causing earthquakes, storms, and natural disasters to more strongly modify the belief systems of the masses. The Blue Beam Project marks the
Okay. Fake God equals Antichrist. So, don't worry, guys. Just be praying for a way. Okay? Ask for a path. He will protect you.
That's right.
Okay? He will see you through, regardless of what comes. But speaking about all this while we're on the subject, more dreams. I've been seeing more dreams, so bear with me as we listen.
So James here. For the last 2 weeks, heavy dreams. Unbelievable ones. Last night, it started off with the zombie apocalypse. And after the dreams, God reveals everything to me. Whenever there's blood, they kill everything. They're hungry, and they just start eating meat. That's all they do is they attack humans. Once they attack somebody, I seen a lady get attacked, and just one bites, and you see the blood spray. Other ones are jumping on her, and they're just like hungry. They're hungry, living people, but they have no sense. Like this thing right here, your whatever, and that's in your body that most people took. All the metal and stuff, they fry everybody, so they make them into like a zombie. They're still conscious, but anyway. So we're in a stairway, and
wait, so because we covered where that guy was saying, he was like a high up official, and he said he can't say what's coming, but what's coming is, imagine, he said, what happens to a piece of tin foil whenever you put it in a microwave.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's the technology that they're going to be using, and that was coming. And what he just said, if you think about, the metals and I mean, essentially they would still be like alive, but I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too far into it.
No, I hear you.
That they would, that's how they're going to make the zombies.
Right.
Essentially.
Right.
Is it's going to be
alive. It's just going to be some
base
weird,
function,
right. Yep.
no sociable ability.
Yep.
I don't know. I've also been having dreams, not recently, it was a long time ago, but I haven't forgotten it, of I had a couple of nights where I kept having dreams of like zombies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to have it.
And it was a mass thing. It was like World War Z. If you've ever seen the Brad Pitt movie, it was like, they were very, like, it wasn't slow zombies. They were
Right.
very crazy, and it was like a swarm. And we were in a building, and I was armed, and I like the door that I was at wouldn't latch, it wouldn't close.
Right.
And so I had to sit there and hold the door, and they were all over the vehicle that we had showed up, that we came there in. They were all over the vehicle outside, and I was like, man, should I like, I was holding the door closed because it wouldn't latch.
Right.
And I was like, should I shoot at him, or but something was telling me like, no, don't shoot at him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because it would
The
be
noise,
Yeah. So,
right.
I mean, it wasn't a very extensive dream, but you're talking about sleeping for however many hours, and that's what happened.
I used to have a recurring dream every year at hunting season, that we were going to the farm that we used to go hunt at, but we were hunting zombies instead. So I don't know.
And I found a Marine Corps like bag, and it was different pictures. But that wasn't the scary part. The scary part was everybody started freaking out, my team and stuff, and they were like, oh, they're coming. And so, hi, everybody. Pastor James here.
Well, I sure would have liked to have heard more of that. But I think the meat of that was they were trying to say that what you get here,
yeah,
and they turn on the
ringer,
yeah,
the ring.
Okay, and it's gonna do something to folks.
That's right.
I don't know, possibly. I don't know. Definitely don't live in fear though. So don't let anything we're talking about scare you. And also, make no mistake, this is spiritual warfare, all of it.
That's right.
All of it. Okay. Politics, culture, physical, kinetic. Okay. It's all spiritual warfare.
That's right. I like that. I love this. Look, somebody said, keep your eyes on God, but they didn't capitalize it. And the next person says, I'm gonna need you to capitalize that G, my boy. He ain't just any God.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm gonna need you to capitalize that, homie. All right. I love that. Let's see here. Archaeologists discover 2,000-year-old biblical site where Jesus healed blind man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. Its discovery is proving to be monumentous for followers of Christianity. The ongoing excavations within the city of David, the historic site of biblical Jerusalem, particularly of the Pool of Siloam and the Pilgrimage Road, serve as one of the greatest affirmations of the heritage and the millennia-old bond Jews and Christians have with Jerusalem. Zeev Ornstein, director of International Affairs, City of David Foundation, said in a statement, not simply as a matter of faith, but as a matter of fact, the Pool of Siloam, which reached more than 1.25 acres at its peak, gave the City of David its running water. According to the passage in the Gospel, according to John, the pool is also where Jesus restored a blind man's vision. So that's so amazing, okay, that they found that pool, which I guess I won't get too much into it, but apparently it was known that an angel would come down and stir up the waters.
Well, that was the Pool of Bethesda.
Oh, that was Bethesda. My bad. Okay, the Pool of Bethesda is different than the Pool of Siloam, but that's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's awesome. All right, now we're going to be getting into a little bit of the word as we get closer to closing. Okay, I have some scriptures. Therefore, there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Okay? There is no condemnation in Christ. If you declare with your mouth, Jesus is Lord, and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Romans 10:9. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. Lean not on your own understanding. But what? First, trust in the Lord with all your heart.
That's right.
Okay, with everything you've got. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in affliction. Be persistent in prayer. Romans 12:12. And these are the times, folks. Like this is now. Above all, put on love, the perfect bond of unity. Colossians 3:14. Exalt the Lord our God and worship at his holy hill. The Lord our God is holy. Psalm 9:9, verse 9. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made known to God. And supplication, I just want to look that up real quick. The act of supplicating or entreating, humble and earnest petition or prayer. So supplication, humble and earnest petition. Okay. Earnest or humble request. Okay. All right. So let's see here. In everything, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Philippians 4:6. I'm saying it again. That's totally different. Okay. Translation, Somebody out there needs to hear it.
Right.
For God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. 2 Timothy 1:7. But if any man love God, the same is known of him. 1 Corinthians 8:3. Amen. Love you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name. My lips will glorify you because your faithful love is better than life. That's good right there.
Amen.
Okay. Psalms 6:3, verse 3. There is power in prayer. Pray. Our citizenship is in heaven. Philippians 3:20, which is relevant to, what we were talking about earlier with them banning stuff.
That's right.
Who was delivered for our offenses? Who was delivered for our offenses and was raised again for our justification? Romans 4:25. God is good all the time.
And all the time, God is
good. Man. Amen. All right.
I'm going to drop the link for Latina in Cali.
Yes, guys. Let's go love raid Latina in Cali. Okay. I want to see all you guys there. Find your bro fist emoji. Okay.
That's right.
Because I'm going to bro fist you guys on the way out of here. Be sure to check out our merch store, as if I haven't plugged it enough, and help us out with the censorship and Uncle Algorithm by leaving a comment down below. It really lets them know that, hey, don't mess with them.
That's right.
They got a crew.
That's
so I want my crew to show up in the comments down below the video in the original comments section. If you can't, please smash like, subscribe, make sure you're notified for the next time we go live. We love you guys. Please keep us in your prayers. We're going to pray for you guys. Again, we love you guys, and we thank you so much, guys. You could be anywhere else in the world. You have no idea how much it means to me that you guys come and hang out with us. And seriously, okay, guys, go do and don't worry. Cast your cares onto him. Okay?
That's right.
We don't have to carry it. Don't lean into your own understanding. You know what I mean? We can just let it go. That's the hardest part. It was the hardest part for me.
That's right.
It's just being like, okay, I'm just going to let go. But in time, it works. Okay, he works, and he is good. Okay,
that's right.
He
Amen.
loves us.
Amen.
There it is. All right, we're seeing the bro fists. We love you guys. We're gonna see you guys over at Latina in Cali. Let's see. You guys go over there or be square.
She's got 13. Well, it was 13. It's up to 15 live watchers.
Get over there.
Let's
Smash
get over
the
there.
like. Let me see a bunch of hearts in her chat.
That's right.
That's where you'll see us. And for anyone else, you can share your promote yourself or anything that you might be doing. Now after the intro, whatever. Promote yourselves, guys. We love you. We'll see you guys on the next one. Good night, guys. Much love. Go do and don't worry. I'm gonna bro fist. Okay, bro fist. I just want to see you.
Latina in Cali.
We'll see you over there. Reciprocate, guys. I love you. We'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bro fist. Bro fist.
3, 4.
If I were the devil, first thing that I'd do is I'd come off like I ever gave a damn about you. I'd let you catch a peek of all your greatest desires. Then I'd watch the flames in your eyes burn like hellfire. Find all the wolves in the land, and I'd make them fight each other tooth and nail and hand to hand. Find all the sheep, make them stir up the pot, 'cause once the wolves have killed each other, sheep are what I want. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if he's red, and I don't know if he's blue. One thing that I know we need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. As I placed that thorny crown on my furrowed brow, well, I'd shine in all the tears of joy yelling from the crowd. I want to brainwash parents, and I have the world. I'll be in every schoolhouse lecturing little boys and girls. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. One thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. For my final act, I'll tell you what it'd be. I have everyone so medicated they could never see. My cloven hooves on horned head would be hard to sky. And the best part of it all is they'd comply with their demise. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. One thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. If I were the devil, this world was mine to see. Well, I'd witness all the atrocities, and it'd probably frighten me. So I'd run back home with a story to tell. I'd tell all my demon friends that I always preferred hell. If I were the devil, this world was mine to see.
Then come to me, you weary and heavy laden. I will give you rest. I have much planned for you, Simon, including hard things. Just keep your eyes on me. I promise.